Wonderful. Happy New Year to everybody. Yep. She's so gorgeous. Stop chilling in December. Like I we set records. Never seen anything like it. The closings were coming in nonstop. Fort Lee was overworked, stressed out, all the things right at the end, but it was good. So we had a record-setting December. There is no reason to think that that's not going to carry over into 2025. Momentum has not slowed down. I'm out of breath. I'm so excited. But y'all, this is your year. This is your year. Yeah, thank you, Andrew. And can we give it up for Weekly's return from Mecca? We missed her, but she had a very safe trip, and it sounds like it was wonderful. But we are very, very glad that she's back. So, thank you guys all for being here. I'm excited about 2025. So, if you're sitting next to someone who you do not know, we have several visitors. I love her. She's already out. She's like, hey. Say hello. We have a lot of visitors in with us today. And we also have a lot of new agents. If this is your first time attending a sales meeting, can you raise your hand? Yeah. Awesome. Well, you might introduce yourself.
Everyone, I'm Teresa. After a long break of staying home with kids for a while, I have my license for about 10 years-ish. So, but I've really been using it, so I'm trying to get back into it now.
Yeah. Join guest. We're very, very excited to have her. And she's got this open houses for her to do. So open houses, if anybody has open houses. Who else had their hand up? Give it to me. Give it to me.
Hi, John. But I'm Nettie. Thanks for meeting everyone.
Nettie's awesome.
I got affiliated last week. Just came back from VPR. So I'm looking for a new beginning.
Yeah, that's I love the sex. I was like, it's a whole new you, Nettie. So yes, ma'am.
Hey, everyone. I'm Caitlin. I've been licensed for almost a month.
Oh, she's dangerous. Yeah. Yeah.
Going. I was
Same with Nettie.
Yeah. A whole new year.
Yeah. Come on.
Mark Sanders, this is my first sales meeting here with Kevin Williams, been in the industry for a year now.
Well, that's someone for you.
My first time independent versus working team, so that's why I came here. Home business. Happy to be here. Happy to have met Julie. Of course, and you all know how wonderful she is.
Yeah. Welcome.
My name is Ashley Presley, and I've been licensed for about 4 years. It's 11 months today.
Yay. Anybody else? Yeah. Yes, ma'am. Just like Sean.
Yeah, just like John, spelled a little bit differently though.
Yeah.
And I just actually got my exam, I passed my exam in January. Well, so I'm excited to get started.
That was good. All right, guys, that's exciting. I told y'all we were off to a good year this year, so I love it. I love it. Gratitude. I'm gonna say that I am grateful for all of you guys being here. I am grateful for all the visitors that we have. I'm grateful for a full house the first week of the year. I mean, that's exciting. What else? Does anybody else have anything that they are grateful for? Yes, ma'am, Miss Dale.
Weber chat.
Oh, what? Yeah.
And so we're grateful for being back here. Be welcomed back with such loving open arms with all my friends and family who knew me before. And for those of you who are brand new, you picked the best person. No joke. And for those of you who've been there and not sure, don't go. Here, this is a lovely home. Definitely, like, thank you so much.
Don't ever leave again. I don't think That is, I am glad you're back. Any other gratitude today? Yes, ma'am. I say, oh, no, family, my individual family and my Keller Williams. Absolutely. And 2025 is gonna be a great year for everybody.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. I really do think that. I'm not just blowing smoke on 2025. It's yes, ma'am.
My word for 2025 is blessed,
Yeah.
because I'm blessed in so many ways. And it starts at home, of course, but then it's always this is something.
Absolutely. And you are a blessing to all of us. Believe me, I've called her with some weird ones over the past, over the past couple weeks. Anybody else? Anybody else? All right, well, yes, ma'am. Hit us with it.
I just wanted to say, I went to Michelle Collier's funeral.
Yes.
And, just blessed that, you know, she graced us with her presence.
Absolutely.
You know, for the church. Yeah.
Absolutely. And thank you for going to that. I'm so glad you're with you. A lot of y'all didn't know, that I didn't know that had happened. And I just found out about it the day before. The event. So, yes, she touched a lot of our lives, a lot of our lives. So, thank you. Anybody else? All right, up in the. Love that.
Even if I wake up late, I prefer having executive, so I hope that will every night, you know, starting their day, you know, they can spend time being grateful that.
That's absolutely true. Yes, ma'am, Ms. Ross.
So I just wanted to mention, if you know Lottie and Ben Lively.
Yes.
Lottie said that I could say something this morning, that Ben is having surgery on Friday morning. And it's a 7-hour surgery. He has a cancerous tumor behind his ear. So they're gonna have to go in up here. So I just sent some extra prayers for him with the surgery and with the virgin.
And I know a lot, I think he was originally supposed to have it on New Year's Eve and they
Yes.
rescheduled it.
Yes.
So, y'all just keep him in your thoughts.
Definitely keep lost in your prayers. Ben is so much more calmer than she is right now.
Ben is extremely calm. Ben is like, yeah, whatever happens, happens.
She's
And he's,
emotionally very dry and very worried.
yeah, she is. A lot of people we gotta keep top of mind. Oasis, where are, come on, guys.
Did you guys all like?
Can we give it up?
I told you they spoiled us.
Mexican food, which we like.
Well, that's the big sandwiches with a lot of bread.
Not so good, yeah.
Kathy did it. So thank you.
Well, I'm Christy Starkle. This is Kelly Graffian. Nice to meet you all. Thank you, first of all, happy 2025. And I have to say, the energy in this room is just electric. So
I agree.
thank you for sharing that and
We love
getting our week going with that. Just wanted to tell you a little bit about Oasis and about Christy and what we do for the community. I am the owner and operator. Christy is my senior care advisor for Oasis Senior Advisors. We help families navigate senior living options and other resources. Our service is 100% free to seniors and their families. Our goal is to provide information and touch points and connections to any service provider that can address some of those challenges, not just within placement into independent living, assisted living, or memory care. I like to say that that's kind of a little bit about our differentiator of other placement services. You may have heard there are some wonderful placement services here in Metro Atlanta, but what we try to do is really take a holistic approach. A little bit personal about me. I spent 25 years in the hospitality world, and in 2019, I lost my dad to Alzheimer's at the age of 72. Being an adult child with a young family and a full-time job, navigating that space with my siblings just was very overwhelming. Spent a lot of time spinning our wheels on the internet, looking for resources and really coming up short. So fast forward to early 2021, when half the world was thinking about a career change during COVID, I knew I wanted to leave hospitality. I kind of had done all the things that I had dreamed of doing. And I knew if I was going to leave the company I was with, I was going to do something completely different. I literally stumbled upon Oasis. Oasis is a franchise, so we serve about 26 zip codes, and we can talk through that in a second. But it really, the business model and the premise of the business really spoke to my heart and thought, gosh, where was an advisor when we were going through it as a family? So it was something that I feel is a second calling for me. And we just really want to make sure that our families get the resources they need, whether that means moving or not. I can tell you, many of you may be in this situation or have been in this situation. It is no one's dream to move to assisted living. No one thinks at 80, oh geez, I can't wait to get into that assisted living. So there are some strategies and some tips that we can talk through. I always like to start with an independent living setting because then that kind of eases them into the community environment. But there's lots of things that we can serve your families personally, but then also your clients as well. I will tell you, most people wait way too long to have these conversations with their loved ones. So I tell families, adult children, on a random, really cold Tuesday afternoon, talk with your mom and dad about if and when, and most likely it's when, you need care, what does that look like to you? And really start that conversation, because it's so much easier to do it on a really cold Tuesday than sitting bedside in a hospital when you have to make those decisions in a split second. Christy's going to talk a little bit about how she joined my team and what she brings to Oasis and all of our wonderful clients too.
Yeah, totally. So I also come from hospitality. So I think that a little bit of background about where our heart is. We have a servant's heart and we want to help people. But Kelly was referred to me from a friend when I was trying to place my mom about a year and a half ago. She's actually right across the street at Brookdale. But she's independent living, has her car, she can come and go. But my background story is I am the baby of 7 grandchildren who basically my grandparents outlived their 2 sons. So my grandparents outlived their children. The 7 grandchildren basically had to step in and help them move, sell their house, do all the things. So that's kind of where I come from. So when Kelly was referred to me, her and I became great friends. And I was like, listen, if you're ever looking to hire, which I wasn't looking for a job at all, if you're ever looking to hire, this is a passion of mine. Please, think of me when you're looking to hire. Well, it just all kind of came together. I was leaving where I was, and she was ready at that moment to hire. So we're a great team. We think a lot alike. I think, like I said, our hearts are in the right place. And so, so we just want to be really kind of your first call to where we can help you guys. And we have a client in the room, which is very exciting. Kanani is actually one of our clients. We've been helping just place her mom and just look around, and she's doing the right thing, just being proactive. If and when the time comes for her to move her mom up from Florida. Yeah. So, so that's kind of our background. I've lived in Roswell for 25 years. I've raised 3 kids here, so have a heart for this town, but also we work anywhere from
Buckhead to Milton. We basically ride 400 north, west, over to East Cobb, Marietta, down into Smyrna, Vinings. We do touch into the Woodstock area, Acworth. That's pretty much as far northwest as we go and we're familiar with. But if you ever need resources nationally, we are Oasis is a national organization. I can connect you with an advisor in another state if you're looking to move a loved one like Kanani from Florida to Atlanta, or from Atlanta to Florida. We are very well connected. So as Christy said, that one call, just if there's any challenge that arises when you start to think about what are some of those challenges. Hey, let me introduce you to Kelly. She or Christy, they can maybe help you with that. Just real quickly, I'll leave this out front, but this is kind of an example of our client intake folder. So when we have that first discovery call, It talks about the process of Oasis. It offers some resources. There's a financial worksheet. I am not a spreadsheet guru, so it's super basic. But it just helps people put numbers all in one spot. And then it really talks about touring tips and some community things. We are with our clients from, I tell them you're stuck with us till the very end. We work really hard to stay connected with families to make sure that once they've moved, if they've moved, that they're happy and healthy and thriving. And if they need other resources down the road, because moving doesn't solve all of those challenges, right? They just solve one problem. So anyway, thank you for having us.
Thank you.
We're so happy to be here and we wish you all the best of 2025.
Thank you, guys.
Looking forward to
Great
working with you.
service.
So after your meeting, how long your meeting?
Till 12:30.
Yeah. If you have any questions, or whatever, we'll just be in the back and we'll.
Thank you. Thank you again. We appreciate it. Awesome. Miss Kathy. You guys. Onward Mortgage. I know, we got you pinned in.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Kathy Vitale. For those that are new, I'm the president and senior loan officer for Wonderful Mortgage, and it's actually your mortgage company. We're in partnership together. This is Angela.
Hello.
Introduce yourself.
Yeah, I'm the marketing manager of Allmark Mortgage, so it's good to see most of you are familiar with, but there's some new faces for sure.
So since we have marketing here, we have a lot of platforms we can help you with. I did 2 open houses this weekend and I went to list reports and I posted on Facebook, so we can do that. But I don't know if everyone has those reports. If you don't, you need list reports because it gives all the information about the house and the area. And it's honestly a click of a button for open houses, for presentations of all kinds, postcard mailers, everything. We also have an internal platform that is a lot of co-branded information. So if you are our data, like if you're gonna target apartments, or if you're gonna want to put social media out on grant money, things of that nature, we can help you with that. We can talk through what that looks like. We have HomeBot. HomeBot is a monthly, very slick notification that your homeowners would receive on the update information of their house. Where's Roxy? You've got like almost 1,500 in it now, I think. Yeah. Yeah, can you give us a
Sure.
ad for HomeBot?
I love HomeBot. It is really our only, every Monday morning I get a report of who's been on there playing around. There was a gentleman over the weekend that I've tried reaching for 5 years now. And he's just touching him and he finally responded and said, can you come meet about helping me sell a house up in Lakewood here? So it's really good data. They get information sent to them, kind of an estimate of their house. It does use some, AI and comps and things, but it's a good starter point with people to see that they're on there and you can reach out to them and just say, hey, I've just invested in a new piece of technology, HomeBot. What do you think about it? So it's great. And it's very inexpensive.
And Roxy's in our top 10%. For those of you who do not know Roxy, this is coming from a very.
Yeah, so your first 25 people that you put on your platform are free. And then you can go up after that to 500. It's 25 a month. And then you go up to 1,000, it's 35. So it's very inexpensive. And again, like Roxy said, you're kind of stalking them. You're kind of watching if they're in their plane, if they're looking at it. Maybe their value's not coming up at what they think. Well, that's a conversation with you. Well, did you remodel the basement? Have you done, it gets you starting with them. We do not get into, like, we know what's going on also, but we're not, even though we're co-branded, we're not reaching out to her clients at all unless she asks us to. If they ask us a question, if they go straight into, hey, I want to know about this loan, we're gonna let her know also. Like, hey, they reached out, they're thinking about a HELOC, thinking about this, just a heads up. So anyway, that's a great platform we can talk about. We'll do a class pretty soon on that. What else do we have? Let's report, we have a rate plug. So every time you have a thing directly attached to that, you are or anyone can go into your listing and get updated rates. And it's the Freddie Mac average rates, which is what we publish on Fridays, but they can get payment scenarios that'll flood in your taxes, flood in your insurance. And you could actually yourself create a link and a flyer to send someone off of your listing also or someone else, you know. Economic outlook is the eighth, is that tomorrow? Yes, tomorrow at 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock. The person that's doing this is an executive at New Res. We are a local mortgage company, but our parent company is New Res. They're one of the top servicers in the nation. And this is Bob Johnson. So he's really gonna get on there. James Williamson, our local president.
And that's a Zoom cap.
Yeah, it's
So all
all
we
that
have to do is
link. So
scan
just
it.
go to the link and join in. It will be recorded. So if you miss it, you know, you'll be able to look at it later. But it's just the insight of what he thinks the mortgage and real estate industry rates are gonna do. You know, really more insight on why we're where we are. I just watched a great update from Barry Habib yesterday, on why we are where we are. And a lot of this, even though we hear about the Fed and what they're gonna do, the unemployment and or the employment and or the claims are what really drove a lot of not having this drop last year. Now that a lot of data has been kind of looked through very closely, those numbers weren't right. Like there were more claims, more unemployed than they thought, and all of that's being adjusted. And with that said, it's bad news, the fact that we have more employment, we've probably got more of a inflation problem still. We've got a lot of people in the middle to lower income that are defaulting on credit cards. A lot of those numbers are coming out. What that means for mortgage rates, they'll probably go down. So again, bad news is good news for mortgage. Will they go down below 6? They're not thinking that now, mid to low 6s. Right now, if someone pays a little bit of discount points, they're gonna get below 7. And from what we're feeling, you know, election's over, Thanksgiving's over, Christmas is over, New Year's is over, people are starting to engage. They're like, okay, I'm ready. I want to start thinking about this. I want to start looking. I'm ready, you know, maybe have to make March, April, May, June, July, you know, by the end of the year. So just keep in touch with your database and let them know so that you're ready for whatever event when they're ready. The Onward 6 and the market update, you're gonna all get that. I'm not gonna go over it. You'll get that and read it. If you ever have any questions about that and want to know more about it, we'll continue to have classes, but we're happy to do a one-on-one explaining how the rates and the Fed and all the economic numbers work. If you're interested, some people are like, I don't care, you know, it is what it is. If you are, we're happy to do that or anything about the.
Thank you. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. Thank you very, very much. The main thing about I heard was that all of you agents, y'all, this is stuff that you can use. This is stuff that's available. It's good stuff. It's money-making activities that are going to engage your client.
Well, and the other thing, Georgia Legacy and SLG, every Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday at 8:30.
Yep.
There's a call. If you're not,
We're gonna talk about that.
you should join in. We're giving updates. They're giving market
Yeah.
stats. Then right after that, they're doing some script calls. So especially the new agents, if you want to learn more, that's a great call to be on.
Yeah, it's on here too. We're gonna talk about that. There she is, Kern. Kern is just gonna wear a hat. I'm excited person that Kern is here. She's gonna wear a hat for me today because Kern and I are both pulled off.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm
We missed that
glad.
opportunity.
Yours looks great.
Thank you. Yeah.
But I was wearing a lot of fur. I'm glad there's lots of new people that don't know me yet.
That's a great person.
So I didn't want to go too over the top. So, yeah, so I'm Kern Schwartz with O'Kelly and Sorahan. So I feel like I say this every year in January. But I'm gonna say it again anyway. So I'm all in this, right? So we become friends, we become business partners. You know, I want you to look good for your clients and help you with your business and help you grow, get to know you, get to know your families, get your recipes. You know, this is what I do. I love what I do. And I used to litigate. I used to be a divorce attorney before I got in real estate, not going back there, not doing it. So I'm all in. So if we don't know each other, and even if we do, this is an open invitation, right? Because I like to get to know you. Let's have coffee. The easiest way right now for me, because it's been very difficult for me to get
out of the office, like I'd like to do and
Because you do
air
your-
myself out. But especially for new agents, or you're new to the market center, you're new to us, you've not closed a deal, I invite you to, set an appointment with me. Come to my office, have a cup of coffee. I'll order some bagels. Let's get to know each other, meet my staff. So when you bring your clients in, you know where you're going, and you feel like you're a part of our family as well. So on our sheet, here's my email. On the back of your calendar, that's my cell phone number. I give that to y'all. Okay, so yes, if you have something, you're negotiating something on the weekend, have a question, that can't wait till Monday, feel free to text me. If you've never texted me before, when you do text me, like, tell me who you are. And I will help you, but I have 3 boys. One is in college, one is hopefully going to be going to college next year if we can finish this application process and get in somewhere. And then I have one that's in 8th grade. So, a decade of middle school. I survived it. But I am from South Georgia, from Valdosta, when Valdosta was small town. So, I feel like that's my thing. I want to get to know you, figure out how we're related. Yeah. That's how I roll. Anybody that does not have my card and needs it, if you'll send me an email.
And also, so you know, y'all get copies for those people who have not experienced the show. Y'all get copies of these slides. All these links are clickable, so you will get all of this information. Being an older person, I do know that nothing replaces a business card.
And we have, with Onward, doing a class on the 29th, it's on your calendar. So definitely, if you don't know, come to that.
We will do it. Thank you, ma'am. We appreciate you. And she does answer on the weekend. I have a weird special tip question.
Oh, yeah, and for us too, because, Julie paints, right? I paint by number. So anybody that's got anything to say about
Anybody has a quilting question? She's your gal. She's your gal. So we're very proud of y'all. I did not see Miss Lakinda here today. She gave me this skirt for Christmas, so I wore it for her. But that's okay. I'm happy
and I
to-
put that out to her too, because I had 210 her warranty.
Should make it too. Oh,
We went on New Year's Day. Of course, I waited to bother Kelly.
But the cool thing about Kelly is she's not joking. When she says that she comes with the home warranty, she comes with the home warranty. So you got someone to speak with on that. There she is, our girl. Yeah, a little skip. A little skip. She's coming up. Get on up here, Taylor. Come on, babe.
Everyone, my name is Chandler with Diane Endeavor. We're a local print shop here in Alpharetta that specializes in real estate. So one of the things we're doing is, so how many of you guys use Canva? How many of you guys would say you're a Canva pro? I feel you. I have a background in graphic design, so I remember the first time I opened a design program and I was like, I'm just gonna mess around with this. This is gonna be fine. 10 minutes later, I'm crying. I'm pulling my hair out. And I was like, how did I put that box blue? And now the thing won't move, but it moved before. And oh my God, I just erased my entire design. I just spent 20 minutes on that. So if any of that sounds very familiar with you, no worries. You should come to our Canva 101 class. Bring your computers, bring your iPads. I'll walk you guys through kind of the layout of how Canva works, how it can work for your business. And the goal is that by the time you leave, you feel much better about your handle on Canva and that you can start working on your own designs. So that will be here, January 16th from
2 to 3.
sorry, looking at my, oh yeah, 2 to 3. Sorry, guys. Without my planner in front of me, like I really can't identify anything. Oh,
And just so y'all know, a command marketing is based on Canva.
Yep.
So this class is not only gonna be helpful to you for playing around with Canva, but also for getting into command and
exactly.
doing your marketing.
Yeah. So I know you guys were wondering what planner I have, obviously. I can't help but show it off. Oh my God, thank you so much for asking. It's the 2025 real estate planner. So you know, at Diane Endeavors, we try our best to make things as easy as possible for you real estate agents. And who doesn't need a planner at the beginning of the year? So I'm gonna go ahead and pass one out. To keep in mind, these are, I accidentally grabbed our proof copies. So if you see text that looks like gibberish, it is, that's not what your planner is gonna be. So you may be asking like, okay, well, like what makes a real estate planner a real estate planner? So at the start of it, it's all these little fun little things, and I don't want to spoil all the fun of it. But like, instead of just having your yearly goals, we include a number breakdown. We get you ready for your 36 touch, gives you some ideas. And then on every single daily page, you have like your calls made, your leads, your appointment sets. So you can, instead of like squeezing it all into the margin, it has room for you right there to do it. And because we know your real estate agents in your life are crazy, don't worry, it's undated. So if you skip a month or anything happens, you can go ahead and use it to its fullest extent. So I'm gonna go ahead.
It's actually pretty good. Yes, ma'am.
Which the Zoom is down right now. We have an update, and we are recording it, and it will go out.
No, apparently it's on Facebook Live,
It is on Facebook Live.
Yep. on our side.
Yeah.
So yeah, as always, if you guys have any questions or are really excited about like getting your mail marketing or any print marketing done for 2025, come and talk to me. I'd love to talk to you guys about it.
Awesome. Thank you, Speedy. We appreciate it. $35. Y'all, she brings the enthusiasm every single week. I live to see her skip up here every single day. I think so. Is Marquia, you want to talk about TCS?
We've done 16 within the last 4 or 5 months.
61, honey.
It would be.
Oh. Okay.
We are helping your clients, the good renters, qualify renters, and we'll keep your clients, we'll get the management fee for referral, and your clients will have some stuff.
Thank you. Perfect. This is the phone call that Kathy was talking about. This is every weekday except for today from 8:30 to 9. They are talking about everything. They're talking about market stat, market share, what, things that are listed, things, everything, all the things. And then the cool thing is on Thursdays and Fridays, there's an additional 30 minutes from 9 to 9:30 where they actually role play. All right. And when I say it's like an autopsy without blame, just get in there. If you got a problem, tell them what your problem is. Nobody's going to judge you. Nobody's going to say, well, I can't believe that. Just get in there. Tell them what's going on with you, and they're going to help you, and they're going to talk about it. And it's like a mastermind. You got all these top people on here. So it's a great opportunity. I love the way that Raven has restructured our upcoming events. It's so much easier to see. Preston's going to be here this afternoon. Who knows Preston? Does everybody know Preston? Yeah. Preston's going to be here this afternoon from 1 to 2, teaching goal setting in command. So if you guys can come to that, be sure and come to that.
He said to bring your laptops because you're gonna get right into it.
Okay, yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. Business coaching, Imran is wonderful. Imran and Sarah, I think we've got the two best business coaches around. So Imran is here every Wednesday from 11 to 12 p.m. in this room. So if you have questions about business coaching, you can meet him here. Level Up with Mark Willis. This is going to be a Zoom. It's going to be here tomorrow from 12 to 1.
And I'm just gonna tell everybody why we're getting this. Because GLG won for giving the most KW cares in the Southeast region. Won.
The heavy hitter right there.
Yeah, so that's why he's doing the Level Up. So remember how there was that big prize going around for KW cares? This is the prize, guys, so be on that prize.
Great job, guys. That's absolutely amazing.
And we're gonna do a watch party in the room here. That's how we're gonna do it because there is a specific Zoom link you have to use that's only given out to the market center. So come in for the watch party tomorrow. Yes, we will report.
And for those of you who don't know, Mark Wilson is the CEO of Keller Williams. So that's a big time thing. We're very, very lucky to have that. But we're even luckier to have, what question is that?
What's the difference between level business and the slide that you showed?
just a moment ago. The business coaching, what's it?
The business coaching, okay, so the business coaching is gonna be more of a weekly accountability type of session, like he's checking in with you every week, you guys are talking every week. Level up is gonna be more of like a planning session to kind of guide you in the direction where you need to go.
GPS 111 kind of.
Sort of, yeah, along those lines, just exactly what we talked about, yeah, last week, so. Miss Susan.
Yeah.
Tell us what's happening about the vision board.
Well, I don't know about you, but sorry, it's always hard to make type of words here. I don't know about you, but I'm a very visual human. Like when it comes to like things I want, like if you look, like if I have my laptop here, I've got posters all over the place. I've got things all over. So we're gonna do vision boards and do some planning. And so I didn't think to bring my board in last year, but for example, one of the things I put on my board last year was people with cross income, which is buying a vacation property, which is awesome. Like that's a big goal. These are goals you want to do, like big goals, little goals too, though. Could be, you know, a trip with the family, vacation, and it could just be like get up to a certain level in your business. But we're gonna do that. I've got some crafty supplies, I've got some boards, but if you have a particular style that you want to do, feel free to bring that. Bring some magazines, because I did purge my magazines recently. So if anyone wants to bring magazines, because you can cut out pictures.
We're going old school with
Or
it.
print,
Paper,
yeah, it's like
scissors, glue, the whole thing.
glitter stickers, yes.
You know, in the library, it's being for free.
Yeah, so anyway, or print up stuff off, you know, off a print or whatever you want to do, you can do that here at the office too. But we're gonna be here, we're gonna have fun, and it does really help you remember why you're doing this crazy thing that you're doing.
Especially if you have to look at it every day.
Yes, so excited to see you all.
Thank you. That is Thursday from 1 to 4. Ignite is starting up again Monday, the 13th. Anybody that needs post license, let us know. Miss Leah is going to, she's a new last name now, but we're gonna go with Leah Long now.
I'm just gonna keep calling her.
We're gonna keep calling her Leah Long. Just got married, so, tech orientation. Yeah. It's teaching Monday.
Okay, sorry.
See, Leah can be here on Monday.
All right, that's next time. I was gonna, yeah, next week.
You just got remarried. How many of you are gonna be taking like this session?
This week,
No, it's not. Hey, baby.
So don't be afraid.
Real personal time.
Great class. We're gonna start showing you how to actually do the real estate business. Like the test was, you take the test, taking out a license. Now we're gonna show you how to actually do your business.
Yeah.
I've got a whole list of tricks and some things that I'm gonna share for you, some of the great opportunities we have with some of our partners that have great programs you can use to add into your database and get people set up. Like Roxy said, she has someone she's been chasing for 5 years. And she finally started engaging, so we're gonna teach you how to do that through Ignite as well. But excited to see you all for the first step of the thing on Monday.
And if you've done your post license already and you want to come and just view the class and get the systems down, you can do that for free. You won't get the credit.
y'all hear
You
that?
have to come and do that.
If you already have, look at her ears just perked up back there. If you already have taken post license and you don't need the CE credits, you can come and sit in any, Ignite class that you like at no cost.
How much is it?
So how much is Ignite, Ray? Ray?
It is $130 for your
$130.
post license program. It's free if you're attending and you don't need post license.
And is it just for the month of June? It's all the dates.
It's going through, so we have the calendar and the slides coming up soon, but it's gonna go till, I believe, the 28th of February.
Yep.
So if your post license is due before the 28th of February, contact me and I'll give you some online options.
Which are not nearly as fun. Market, did we get, so Lucy, if y'all haven't done tech orientation, these things are so important. If you haven't done them yet, this is how you're gonna get up and going in real estate. If you have not done tech orientation, Lucy is doing it via Zoom Mondays from 4 to 5 and Fridays from 12 to 1. So no excuses if y'all have not done tech orientation. Raven every week does market center orientation. Get 4-1.
Yeah, because Ignite is going on in January and February, it is gonna be from 1 to 2:30 and it's gonna be on Zoom, just because there's that room conflict with Ignite.
And y'all can take orientation as many times as you need to. Most people can grab it in 1 or 2 times. If you need to do it again, because you forgot how to do something, take the orientation, take the orientation. Business planning workshop, Lordana is going to be here on January 15th. In here, in this room, bring your laptop and you guys can register for that. We were supposed to have it in December, but it got a little bit crazy. Yes, sir.
Pay attention. Last night I saw, Lucy
Yes.
told us yesterday and here. Monday, 4 to 5, she does Tuesday.
Oh, okay.
She said she's still gonna do some Mondays though, so I'm gonna leave that on
Thank you
there.
for that.
And we'll update any more with Tuesday.
Thank you for that, Mark. We always appreciate an update. So Lordana, January the 15th, this is Chartmasters. Chartmasters, everybody mark your calendars, January 22nd from 10 to 12. If y'all are not going to that, you need to be going to that. That is where you're gonna get all your statistics and they're going to be broken down into, this is how you present it to a buyer, this is how you present it to a seller, this is how you can post this on social media. It is a wonderful class, very, brokers at offices, actually, so. Y'all need to be at that if you can. This is our calendar. It is new, streamlined, wonderful. Raven's been working on it. If y'all have any questions, it just let us know. This is for Ignite. This is for Ignite only, but y'all check out the new calendar when you get a chance. It's very easy to read. So I saw this morning and I'm like texting Raven and I'm like, I'm getting ready to be that girl and ask you to add a slide at the last minute. We can't stand that and I try not to do it, but y'all, Realtor.com has named Atlanta, Alpharetta, and Sandy Springs. What's in the middle of all that? Roswell, the number 9 hottest real estate market in 2025. Y'all, okay, that's huge. That is huge. It came out in a Realtor.com article, I think a couple days ago, and I'm nerding out at night reading all my real estate articles, so I don't know why. And oh, look, you got it right here. All you can do is click and the article's gonna pop up. Read it, know it. All of the top 10 cities were in the South or the Southwest. All right, all of the top cities were in the South and the Southwest. We are number 9. That is huge. Again, I don't think 2025 is ready for us. I know we're ready for it, but I don't think it's ready for us because we're tearing it up this year. We're gonna tear it up this year. This is great information to share on social media. Who is this? Where is this Sarah? Where is our girl? She's telling me that. I'm very happy to present our guest speaker for the day. Give it up for Sarah. So Sarah is one of our agents. She runs the Thrive Hive. Always reminds me of Beyonce. But she's going to tell us what you do in our office, and then tell us a little bit about the gym and all the wonderful things about running a team. So the floor is yours.
So wanted to talk a little bit about business coaching because it's replacing PC, which we had in the office before. So you might have ideas from being coached or being in productivity coaching, and we've done away with that model. So I don't think a lot of people probably know what Emron and I and other business coaches are.
Sarah?
Yeah. Oh, speak up, sure. What platform we're running now? It's not just the business coach that you're getting in the office, so it's not just myself. We have the director of coaching, Deb Jolly. So it's a community of people. And then you're getting more than one coach. So Deb is actually virtual. She's out in California. You would meet with her today virtually at 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock. And so you have a community of people from all of Georgia Legacy. There are, it's not just new agents, it's every level of agent that are on today, and they're getting kind of their assignment for the week. And then I get reported back from Deb as to what their goals are for the week. Then in person, Zoom, however we want to structure it here, we're going to have our own community of agents. That's more of a mastermind, trying to hold each other productive and accountable. I think the most favorite thing for me in being an agent in this office and growing a team or being an individual has always been mastermind. And so I want this program, this coaching program, to be thought of as a mastermind, a community, supporting each other in a shifting market or whatever market we're in together. Coming
The mastermind, for those who don't know.
So Carrie runs one.
Yep, she does.
Fabulous. If you're in the top 10%, that is something that Carrie runs on her own. And it's something that I do not ever want to miss because it's just, like-minded realtors in the office or whatever we're involved in, like our niches or what we're struggling with or other resources that we share. I mean, that's the best thing about KW is that we are honestly a very sharing community. And so the masterminds just, it's something to look forward to and know you're going to be supported. And that's basically what this coaching community will be, but it's more of accountability. So it's already had great success with, I have somebody in the office, she couldn't be here today. She has followed the plan since October, has 4 buyer appointments set up for this week. So everything that she knows to do, but just wanted to be held accountable, it's now popped out. So we would love to grow the community. I just want you all to know that it can be one-on-one as you need it, but it's really meant for us to come together to share resources, to mastermind, to be held accountable, and just have that community feel. And it's not just me, because then you get Deb also. Commitment, I'd like to see 6 months, just really because that's where we're gonna start really seeing results. In the first 2 to 3 months, and it would be great if you held on for 6 months. We want you to just be successful. So that's a little bit about the program, because I've talked with a few people in the office, and I think we all have, in mind, like what PC was, or there's many coaching platforms, what that looks like. And so I just want you all to know that we're forming a community of agents right here in the office, and then there's the virtual community that you'll be a part of too. So if you have any questions after the meeting, just come find me out at this table by the podcast room, and we can talk about it more.
New listings, buyer need, yes, ma'am, Miss Crystal. I love it, Crystal. I have a color, Crystal. What is your note? Let's take that back. Crystal, how can we help you today? Okay.
Show up, for matrons. What it is, that 3 vendors come out, look at the job, it's probably about $2,500, give or take. And so I need someone who, if any of you guys know someone who will actually show up. Yes, a lot of the vendors are very safety needed right now.
What do they need? What do they need to be fixing?
I mean, in this particular home, it's 2,700 square feet, and it's plethora of stains on the ceiling.
Okay.
That need touch up.
Look, she's over here telling you she's got somebody.
But you repaint or show up.
Just let her give you the name, and we'll see, and we'll definitely see what happens, so,
Not that she did. Hey, I can't bring it to apartment.
Awesome.
He walks, before you pay him at the end of the job, he walks through it with you and make sure you're happy.
we could all use that, believe me. We could
I
all
will get
use
him
that.
here.
Oh, I love it, we would love to have him here, yes, ma'am. What is your name? Okay.
So I think this should momentarily before we actually get someone, the right buyer, but I wanted to have the open houses and stuff. So that are interested is in Marietta, is a three-bedroom home unit. It does need, it needs some TLC.
That's okay, it's still an opportunity.
It's right for that. So it's just my buyer to go in.
And y'all know, open houses do not have to be on Sundays from 2 to 4. Open houses can be. There you go. Saturdays, Sundays, we've had successful open houses after work from 3 to 5. Don't think outside the box, y'all. Think outside the box. Anybody else? Anybody else? Buyers?
Yeah. I've got 3 buyer needs.
Okay, let's hear it.
Roswell over to Marietta to 560.
Okay.
Roswell north to exit 12 on either side of 400, just kind of easy access to 550.
Okay.
And then Dunwoody, Westland, I hope you hear this, to 760.
Okay. Everybody get that? Yes, ma'am?
I need a Dunwoody too, with main level back. Main level bedroom up to 800-900.
So what does this mean for you guys? Crystal nailed it. So this is not, first of all, run through your head, try to think of any, houses that that meet that criteria, but y'all call some expired, pick up the phone and call the expired and say, I've got buyers. Can they come to your home? So this is opportunity all the way around, y'all. Open houses, expired listings, buyers, all the things. So does anybody have anything else before we wrap it up? We come into yes, ma'am. Yeah. Sorry about that. Say it again, one more time, a little louder. Okay. Okay, y'all, coming soon. So, anybody else? Anybody else? Yes, ma'am, Miss Marinelli.
Yeah, so we've got two here in Roswell that went on the market around Christmas.
Okay.
So obviously a slow time. So if anyone has anyone from Heritage at Roswell,
Okay.
we've got one for 465. And then at Charleston Point off Lake Charles, we have one for 790.
Okay.
And then we have one coming soon in Waverly Hall. It's a ranch on a full basement. And the basement
that'll be nice.
is the in-law suite.
Okay.
And it's in a cul-de-sac and it's over an acre. It'll be 900.
Very nice.
And then last one is we have a buyer need for Glenset Mountain Brook in Woodstock. Cash buyer. So, I mean, and I'm saying cash buyer, not because I'm gonna lowball, but.
So what I want y'all to be thinking, this should be triggering all of y'all, who like, do I know anybody in this neighborhood? Can I call somebody? Is there something I can do? Try to sell me if you can. That's a wonderful thing. Yes, ma'am. Yeah.
Or up to 450, Denmark area, coming for one that's it.
Awesome. Awesome. Perfect. Well, we got out in an hour this week, which is it's a Christmas. All right. Yes, ma'am.
Are the caravan today?
I don't believe so.
Around here and does.
Jill, I thought.
Jill.
Over off Camp Street. Okay.
Yeah.
And it's what, like from 1 to 3, 2 to 4, something like that. Okay. If y'all have caravans that are taking place on Tuesday, print a flyer and pop it up on the board so everybody can see it. What's a caravan? Oh, yes. So who wants to tell her what a caravan?
You.
Me. Thank you, Oscar. Thank you, Oscar. So a caravan is when we have a listing and, we market listings to other agents. We don't really market them. They're not free-range buyers running around out there, right? Every buyer pretty much has an agent. So we want to market to the agents. We want to attract agents. So the way that we do that is by saying, we're going to hold an open house just for agents. And we're probably going to have a couple snacks. We may have some cookies. Back in the day, they used to feed us. We really don't do that anymore. But we're going to have it from, 2 to 4 on Tuesday after team meeting. Okay. So that is what a caravan is. And it's wonderful to have when you first get a listing and then everybody can come in and see it, talk about it, and they know that it's there. So yeah.
Agent only open house.
Well, there you go. That's pretty. Yeah, God. It's an agent only open house. Listen up.
815 Mimosa Boulevard from 1 to 4 today.
815 Mimosa Boulevard from 1 to 4. We said, I thought we were serving. See, it's serving Mimosa. Mimosa. So thank you for that. And Sarah's got some. Here's Jill's. 745 State Trail. 745 Woodscape. No, this would be doing this, would be talking about other people caravans.
What's,
So he's giving away 10 bottles of wine.
Yeah.
Creating the most of the.
If I want them amazing.
what time is that one, 7:45?
He really, really wants people to come by because she's struggling with lowering the price that she knows that needs to happen. But her clients, she said, are indignant on keeping it there. And she wants us to come save you.
So usually when you go, and that, they'll usually have like a little piece of paper and it'll say, hey, you know, what's your thought on this price? And those agents want you, they will even tell you, can you just put it? So, you know, help your fellow agent out. If y'all can go to that, that is wonderful. And moving forward, if y'all know of one, let's take it and let's put it up on the board so we can all talk about it. I think that's it. Yes, that is it. Thank you guys for being here. What's happening next week? What's our class about next week?
We are gonna have the Del Cheros here next,
What?
talking about keeping forever clients.
Yeah.
And they do
There's little
indeed
tricks that they do to do that.
keep forever clients. So they're gonna share those tips with you. So that's it. You guys have a wonderful week. Call me if you need anything. I'm always available. All right. You guys have a good week.